Hello, I hope everyone can hear me. Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I hope the sound is better than last time. Today, Piddy is going before the judge to appeal his no bail decision, and I don't know. We're waiting live. I want to know live. I want to share with somebody because, girl, I had so much stuff going on today and last week with YouTube. But we're not gonna talk about that. There was some Diddy stuff that I couldn't post. But we'll see. We'll see if we can talk about it. But anyways, we are outside of the courtroom with everyone else waiting for see, people to go live. Yeah, we're waiting for them to go live because, well, we want to find out what the verdict is. I'm hoping, based on the evidence, that he is sort of a danger to potential witnesses, that he gets to stay in jail, but probably it won't be the case. Anyhow, Sean Diddy Combs, girl, coming back for a third appeal. Was this his second one? So this is the third one? Lord have mercy. This looks like somebody's coming out now. That lawyers or the judge failed to inform Diddy why he had to remain in jail. And I thought the last time that it was fairly clear why he had to stay in jail. Didn't he contact a multitude of potential witnesses? What was it, 157 times he talked to one person? Like, he did a lot of shady stuff that you think this man was dangerous. So, I don't know. I'm waiting just like everybody else is. And hoping that we get a verdict soon. It's a coming.
All right, Tim. Varsity is on the field.
Sounds like you're whining, but okay. Oh well, the owners are making enough money. Maybe they could. I'd rather the athletes make it than the on the set, I think that always
I'm sorry, I had to step away for a minute. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties, but I'm back. What we're doing today is we are waiting for Sean P. Diddy Combs' what is it now? His appeal, his her second appeal, or is his third appeal? I don't remember which appeal it was, but he's appealing his bail, his lack of bail. So I'm curious today to find out if he's going to be in or out. You know, he ain't going nowhere. Or maybe he's going somewhere. Who knows? Who knows? The lawyer lawyers will be out soon. So what do you think? Put something in the chat. Do you think he's going to stay in this time? Or is he going to be free? I heard he had different lawyers. Like he changed his legal team. That's what I heard. I heard he changed his legal team. But who's to say? I don't know. I don't think his legal team is going to do better than the last one. I really don't. But who's to say? Who's to say? I mean, considering that the client of that new legal team was Garaculos, considering that, you know, their client is in prison, in the same prison that Diddy is in, I don't think, you know, I don't have much confidence that they're going to do much better. So we're waiting. I'm waiting to spill the tea.
So it shouldn't be forever, I guess.
This was a little bit more fun when I was like around.
Yeah.
October. Well, you know, but in a March. What? And it's not really that. It never snows.
Rain is worse than snow.
I just should have.
Yeah. Rain is worse than snow. So are you going to take pictures over there? Or are you going to use your phone here?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Are they coming out now?
I saw people, you know, with the, everyone, I said, missing this.
What, the mic?
They can move from any.
I think they can leave, yeah.
From there.
I have no idea. It's more. Wait for something to step up to mine.
I don't work on single line. I would have a single mile walk over the first 10 bars. I was the oldest person on the entire class. I literally was the oldest person on the class. Like a couple hundred people.
Well, if you wonder what we're doing here, I'm waiting for the final, well, I guess the appeal of Sean P. Diddy Combs to find out if he's going to be let out on bail today. I'm curious and I want to share it with the audience and spill some tea. And I'm hoping I can spill some tea with you. What do you think? Do you think he'll be going home today? Put one in the chat if you do.
Eccentric. When you have money, you're eccentric. When you don't, you're just a psycho.
Hang on a second.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We'll be with Carp. I'm going to stand up. Want a white? Anybody want a white? $10. Thank you. Are you guys getting all ready?
Nah, eventually we gotta get
1,
ready.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mic check. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 22. 12. But extra. Where is that thing?
Unplug it. Unplug it.
Didn't you guys get in trouble for a hostile workplace? Did you get in trouble for a hostile workplace?
Hello, can I be heard?
Good, good.
You're good in place right now. I figured what you're saying. Okay. I'm worried about them.
Please put a 1 in the chat if anybody can hear me.
See, I'll see the I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't want to keep chasing back. I don't. See it.
If you want to actually laptop, last the whole night.
So this is towering.
This uses more battery than the laptop does.
I was doing. I don't know.
I have nowhere to move. Where would you like me to go? I got to operate this. I'm already flying all the way with it. Right. Right. Give me that brick. Thank you. I would say just leave your mic and mine. Should have done one with Harrison Ford the other night.
Okay, so I'm just live streaming. I'm waiting. I'm hoping some people will come up and we can share some of this tea. If or when he gets out. This is his, what is it, second appeal? Regarding his, yeah, so this is his, I wonder, they said, now I had something up here. The judge, he was saying something about the judge didn't, in his previous hearing for bail, that the judge didn't explain why he should have been detained. And I'm thinking to myself, I thought it was pretty clear that you were a danger to society, that you possess you tampered with the witnesses, and for you to say, and I'm talking to Sean Piddy Combs, whatever his name is now, for you to say that, you're going to have your own bodyguards watching over you is sort of crazy to me, because aren't you the person who used or, employed people to do your dirty work? Is there some kind of dissonance there where you thought your own bodyguards would keep you from what? Using the computer, using your cell phone? If they work for you, couldn't you get them to use the cell phone? Doesn't that make sense? Couldn't you do that? You don't even have to touch the cell phone. He can do, you can get your bodyguard to do all that. Keep you safe, warm, and dry. Make sure you don't touch anything while they harass the witnesses. I mean, come on. I hear more witnesses are coming up. Let's see what we got going on. I'm trying to wait because I want to know, firsthand what the judge or the lawyers are going to say. Now, let me see if I can find something in regards to that and keep us entertained until they decide to come up. Because, Diddy is a mess. That is a complete and entire mess. Well, you heard about his mother, right? We can talk about her until they decide to come up. Let's see. Yeah, so he's up for his bail. He's up for bail, but meanwhile, we'll talk about his mama, who says that her son is not a monster and that she was don't understand what date and saying that your son is not a monster, because I mean, you must know that your child is not going to exhibit the same types of behavior. You must know he is not that type of person. Like, you must know that, men and women can keep who they are in front of their parents. They can differentiate how they behave in front of their parents versus how they behave in front of their friends and when they're not under their parents' purview. So she's coming up here. She's reason why moms have a bad time of it, really. Because here she is defending her son. Let's see. Defending him, knowing that, he straight up lied to not only her, but to the rest of us about how he says here, Janice Small Combs is defending her superstar son, Sean Diddy Combs. The musician and producer is currently under federal custody as he awaits, Southern District of New York on counts of racketeering, conspiracy, X trafficking, and transportation to engage in X work. He has pleaded not guilty. Combs is also facing multiple civil lawsuits accusing him of range of sexual misconduct and other legal activity. Let's see. Uh, Combs is also facing multiple civil suits accusing him of a range of sexual misconduct and other illegal activities. Janice Combs released a statement on Sunday through her attorney, which was shared. Now, why are you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the. What are you doing? Saddened by the allegations. What the hell? Oh, I come to you as today. I'm sorry, it just started doing its own thing. As a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. To bear witness to what seems to be a public lynching of my son before he has opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable. Oh, I see the point of this. I see the point of this. To paint him in a light that, uh-oh, I'll come back to that. Something's about to happen outside the court. It's all gone quiet. Why is it so quiet? Okay, where's the volume?
Josh, do I have a handheld? Test, 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 test. Do I have a handheld with me? Camera? No, not.
Well, something's about to happen. Give it a little push here. Anywho, his mother's covering for him, saying that he's not a monster, knowing perfectly well that she really doesn't know who he is deep down inside. Okay, just what happened now? Okay. It seems to have all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Okay, there it is. Everything went. My volume is up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Are they gonna free Puff? Well, they got the guards out there. Something's about to happen. Kindly put a 1 in the chat if you can hear. I know I turned it down some because it'd be a little loud. I'm reading some of the chats here. I'm still waiting with everybody else. They had the guards out, so I'm assuming the lawyers are coming out immediately, yeah. Somebody said something about 10,000 bottles of baby oil. I think that's funny as hell. Honest to God, I think that's funny as hell. I do. Oh my God. Oh my God. So anyway, and you know the language. He's being lynched in public. I want to go back, but it looks like something is about to happen. We just keep checking back in while we're waiting here. bail denied? No one said that bail was denied. I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious. That's why I'm live streaming it, because I'm curious. Will bail be denied for what, the third time, second time?
Second one.
I really don't know. I see a lot of movement.
I guess we're gonna film some shit on this show.
Alright, so I'll check back in a little bit. But about to turn away. Hey! Oh no! Nobody walking through the press court. That's so hard. Mark, something was going on. Too funny. Denied. And he's staying in jail. What is it? Once, twice, 3 times. Glory. Uh-oh. Are you not talking to the press? You're already not talking to the press? What? So everybody in the chat is saying that the bail was denied.
Bill, first forever.
I'm thinking the bail was denied too.
First forever. Maybe she can get
Because the last time I heard that they was not going to listen to any more
Nobody yelled at her.
appeals bail.
We're all
So
good.
it was very
We're all
doubtful,
good.
at least that's what I read, that he was that Diddy was going to get out. But he's done. Once, twice, 3 times not bail, and he ain't going nowhere. Once, twice, Did I miss it? I must have missed it. I thought that before. I thought I missed it. And then the attorney came out and talked. And I'm waiting. Legal team representing the battle rapper following a legal case involving
They never brought up a bail application. Why not? Bail pending criminal prosecution is mandatory. It's mandatory. You can't deprive the person of bail because you have a right to be convicted before you can be subjected to the penalties of a crime. You can't have the punishment before the conviction. Due process mandates bail or release pending.
Are you connected to the case? No.
Listen,
Okay.
my name is Ari and I'm a paralegal. So the penalties of a crime without a conviction. Therefore, they have tampered with witnesses, etc.
Anyway, I don't think he got the appeal.
Privation or violation of due process.
Running out of steam.
Thank you.
You get a good audio check?
Winner. Winner.
I don't believe he's a paralegal because that information was false.
I didn't say he was a good paralegal.
There we go.
That's up.
What's the mother wearing?
She has a big blonde hair. Excuse me,
Blonde
guys.
hair.
Big blonde. She's at the front.
Right there? That's right. Can you speak at the microphones?
It's playing.
What's that for real?
That's why I was asking, okay.
Counselor, you're gonna talk?
He tried to kill me one night in New York City. He's a monster. Watch yourselves. Get on the sidewalk, please.
Is that everybody? No.
Family's doing fine. Difficult circumstances.
Speak at the microphones, please. At the
Can you
microphones.
speak in the microphone?
Yeah. Microphones are over
Said
here.
that.
Can you come up front, please?
Microphones, guys.
please.
Yeah, they just walked by.
I don't know. The microphone, please.
Speaking this whole microphone. They just bypassed that and went.
Anthony, you could just repeat what you said over there.
Remember what I said.
How's he doing?
Doing fine. You know, Dr. King told us the Lord wanted to make us stronger than. And so he's making an adjustment. He had his family here today to support him. We really want to put an end to all of the clowning that we see on the internet. It's a serious proceeding.
Anthony, is it a racist proceeding, as Mark has said?
Nobody's okay with staying in jail. Okay,
Anthony,
thank
is
you
this
very
a
much.
racist-
That's it.
I have to.
Mark said you could. The one that came in earlier. He's gonna come out and sit. Mark, yeah. The one we Kristen.
What's up?
The other lawyer.
Oh, the other lawyer hasn't come out?
The one that I know. The one I gave you the picture of. Did you shoot him going in? Who did you shoot going in?
No, it's just
That guy?
the guy.
The Brockman, yeah, but Brockman's attorney, Mark is right. He's represented.
Wait, he has more than one lead attorney?
The family came out.
Mark
His
is the
wife,
lead attorney.
his mother came out with a big old
He's Anthony Rico, he's the appeal attorney.
Yeah.
So the main attorney.
I don't think so. But I'm staying up
real.
for that.
They didn't look
Danny,
know,
you need, Danny, you
as
you
if
want the
they
card?
had won this.
You'll have everything you need.
Okay. Here we go. I guess this is it then, huh?
The lawyer hasn't left. Christian, I got a splitter in my car for later.
We're all waiting for the lawyer. So they kept saying Jay-Z is next. Jay-Z just put out lawyers on Piers Morgan. But he's not next. I don't think he's next. I don't think so. I think he's going to fight tooth and nail. I have to be able to hear. I'm using sound from someplace. My feed. For some reason. So that's why you'll hear a little bit of a reverb. Because there's no sound coming up in my earphones.
No.
Yeah, I can. So, I guess we're waiting for the lawyers. I think he's been denied. Somebody said he was a monster. Nobody talked into the microphone. Dude who did not talk into the microphone yelled out, "He's a monster." And I didn't know who said that. The reporters were like, "Please talk into the microphone," because there was a lot of things said. Statements made that we didn't catch because these people weren't on a microphone. Like, the sound is totally and completely terrible. So yeah, they didn't even go to the microphone. The family came out, all united and kind of sad. The wife, I keep calling her the wife. His mother came out with this big blonde wig. Wow, talk about being God, that woman is coping.
Everything means
And
specific things that
They
the
could talk, but they can't talk
this
about
is
anything.
like one of
Okay, so
the
what is he gonna talk about?
no, but nobody said anything. But Gloria Allred came out, didn't talk to the press. Nobody talked to the press. They just bypassed the microphones and, you know, got some pictures taken and just went straight into their respective vehicles and left. So I'm assuming now that the reporters are waiting for the lawyers to come out. Somebody spoke, but I didn't catch it. I don't know if his microphone was on. I don't know what's going on with that. The sound is in and out. I don't think that's me, but it could be. I'm doing everything in my power to make certain that it is still on. So I'm just waiting for the tea like everybody else. I hope everyone can hear me. Put one in the chat if you can hear my voice.
Hey Siri, call Lisa Evers.
Lisa Evers.
It was obviously a male voice that said that he was a monster. But I just don't know.
Gloria Allred
readjustments.
spoke for 5 minutes before she walked in. She spoke. Dan
I just
had that.
he said it, like, and then they're all screaming. The reporters are screaming, "Talking to the microphone, talking to the microphone!" But nobody was anywhere near the microphone. All the cameras were pointed away from the microphone. They're all trying to point toward the microphone to get someone to come back there, you know, come back and talk to the microphone. But nobody was talking to the microphone. So I'm assuming that he didn't get bail, because if he had gotten bail, it was some sort of victory, and there is no victory at all. What was I saying? Once, twice, 3 times denied bail.
Dan probably
That's a
does.
shame. I shouldn't be making fun. I shouldn't be mocking him. But I want to go back to the mall for a little bit
Christian.
while we wait for whomever's supposed to come out here and do this great speech and tell us everything we need to know, or
Pop. Get a shot at it.
satiate our curiosity. But I wanted to go back to her. Well, I mean, we know what the statement is about. The statement is, the wording. He's being lynched in public. He's being treated as a monster. Oh, these are lies. Blah blah blah. We know what the language is, and we know what her purpose, or her purpose in coming out, defending her son is. But I just wanted to pay. I don't know what it is. I mean, pay close attention to the kind of cover up of him. Like, how we mothers, I didn't do that, because I always recognized that my son was a different person. There's a parent behavior, there's a friend behavior, and there's ain't nobody watching me do shit behavior. And, we all have that behavior. So I don't assume that my son, is behaving. I would like to think that, but I know he's not a bad or a monster like Diddy was. But it just bothers me that, she's so not in touch with him. Like, as long as he was giving her the money and telling her lies and loving up on her and buttering her up, she was fine with whatever was going on. Because I'm waiting for them to come. So if I leave and then I come back, they're going to come. And I'm gonna miss the good stuff, and I don't want to miss the good stuff. I don't want to miss the lawyer. I don't want to miss the lawyer. Anyways, let's go. Let's see if we can go and talk about the mom. And I'll check up on this later. Because um cognitive dissonance, and I want to really just all of us would be devastated. Yeah, maybe he might have done it, and so this is where she I had it marked. Hold on. Too painful to bear. Witness that. Oh, goodness sakes. To bear witness to what seems a public lynching of my son before he has the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. This is ridiculous to me. Here we go. She goes, the case has put on on music moguls' alleged lifestyle away from the public view. In their indictment, federal prosecutors cited freak-offs. Sean Combs' names elaborate for X performances. Uh, da 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 da. Why is it doing this? It's not for the truth. Okay. Name elaborate X performances in which he is accused of drugging and coercing victims into performing extended X acts with male workers beginning around 2009. So Janice Combs comes out of herself and she says this. Why does he keep doing that? My son may not have been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he was ever gotten violent with his ex girlfriend when the hotel surveillance showed otherwise. What do you. I understand. I'm a mother. Here she goes. She goes, sometimes the truth and the lie become so closely intertwined that it becomes terrifying to admit one part of the story, especially when the truth is outside of the norm or is too complicated to be believed. Is that person talking about herself much? Is she talking about herself much? Because once you saw that video, it put everything else into doubt. If you thought he was telling the truth about one thing, he put all that into doubt immediately once you saw that video. And then you have to say to yourself, yeah, he did that shit. Sean Combs initially denied allegations of abuse in Ventura, which were included in a lawsuit she filed before the video was made public. Following the release of the video, he apologized. And I don't want to read his stupid apology because it was a non-apology. His mother wrote that she believes her son's civil legal team opted to settle the ex-girlfriend's lawsuit instead of contesting it until the end. Contesting what? Contesting what? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there a video, excuse me, a book in question? Didn't Cassie go to Diddy regarding a book to be written? And he tried to punk her out and gaslight her. And then that's when it all had to, that's when she filed the suit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put that in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But that's what I seem to recall. That he didn't have to let this go out the way it did. He could have settled it quietly, but he refused to do it because of his ego. His mother wrote that she believes her son's civil legal team opted to settle, blah, 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 resulting in a ricochet effect as the federal government used this decision against my son by interpreting it as an admission of guilt. No, because once Cassie put all of those allegations in the the file, once she filed that, it was already. So this is it. Then they just did it. So then he was denied bail. The live is ended because I was watching it on another place to see if the lawyers were going to talk, and obviously the lawyers didn't talk. So he's been denied bail. Still there. So much for that team that was fighting for him. So much for that team that was fighting for him. But, you know, that just got on my nerves. She's sitting up here talking nonsense about, you know, yeah, okay, he might have lied about that, but that doesn't mean that, he was really a bad person. He wasn't a monster. How could you look at that video and not consider him a monster? Like, how could you look at that video and consider and think to yourself, my son is not a monster? I don't understand how you can do that. I mean, at some point, you have to face that there is something wrong with this kid. Now, I don't know. I don't know. Thank God right now my son is not in any situation where I have to defend him. But I don't know if I would defend him knowing that he did what he did to Cassie. Just that alone, in my opinion, in my purview, just that alone. Never mind the racket, the way he assaulted her alone. And then, here comes the coat. It's important to recognize that none of us, regardless of our status, are immune to fear or mistakes. Fear of whom? Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. Well, if your son hadn't lied, ma'am, none of his stuff would have been in doubt. He lied. And once the video came out, then it brought credence to what Ventura said. It brought credence to her. That means that she was probably telling the truth. And now look, but y'all already know this. Last week, Houston-based attorney Tony Busby, along with Eva Legal Group, has announced 120. I don't know why my computer is ghosting like this. Honest to God. Last week, attorney Tony Busby, along with Ava Law Group, announced they have been retained by at least 120 additional men and women to pursue cases in civil court. Oof. This is a shame. This is a shame. Anywho, it looks like old Diddy is in for the third time. He's in 3 times a failing. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't got no bail. Dun 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 dun. Oh well, that's all I got for you today. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope the sound was good. I know I can hear myself, but I don't know if I can hear the rest of the stuff. I hate that when that happens. But like, share, subscribe. This may be on for what? I don't know. YouTube's been up my you know where lately, so like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to leave comments in the comment section. I really want to know what you think about my song and other things. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't